welcome back to my channel. My name is Shandelis Ramos and I am a real estate agent here in Pennsylvania. I'm also licensed in Florida, and today we are going to be talking about the step-by-step guide to purchasing a home. Purchasing a home is exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time, and it's one of the biggest purchases you'll make in your entire life. The process is scary to some, and a lot of people don't think it's obtainable, but here is a guide on what you can do to get started to purchase. Before you get into home shopping, you want to start off with going over your finances. So how much income are you guys bringing in on a monthly basis? What are your expenses like? What is your credit like, your credit history? You want to take a look at that. Do you have a lot of debt? Because these are the things lenders will be looking at. Making sure your finances are in order and you can actually afford to purchase a home and not be house poor is key. You want to connect with a lender, even if that's with your credit union or a local lender. Do your own research, but get with a lender and let them know you are interested in purchasing a home and you're not sure what steps to take as far as your finances, if you could even qualify for that home or what amount you can qualify for. So I highly recommend putting in that pre-approval application with all your information. And if the lender does tell you, hey, you're not ready to purchase, they will give you if you're working with a good lender, they will give you a step-by-step of things you need to do, what you need to pay down. They will give you all that so that you are actually prepared to purchase. So there's a misconception that you have to put 20% down on your home, but that is not true. So if you are doing FHA, the minimum required down payment is 3.5%, and conventional has a minimum of 3% down. If you are doing investment property, that is where you go into 20% down if you are looking for an investment home. But yeah, make sure you speak to your lender about the types of loans they offer and what works best for you. After getting your pre-approval, you want to make sure you hire a good real estate agent. If your agent is showing up empty-handed to your showing or empty-handed to your first even buyer's consultation, or you're not even having a buyer's consultation and you guys haven't really had a conversation on what you want, your needs, then that's already a red flag. Your agent should be bringing you information at these showings. So for instance, I actually just came from a showing and I made sure I had prepared the information on the properties, also the seller's disclosures, comps that around the neighborhood. So basically I'm showing my clients what's selling around the neighborhood and for what price. So that way they are aware and they're giving you that information and you know they're knowledgeable. You just don't want to get with an agent because, hey, this is my cousin, this is my aunt, my friend used them, you want to do your own research for yourself. And I don't force anyone to work with me. Everyone that I've worked with these past years wanted to work with me, saw my work ethic, saw I came prepared. Also, commissions. If you're a buyer, there's a possibility that you will be paying commissions if the seller does not offer commissions. So that's really up to you and your buyer's agent and the agreement you guys come to. But that is something you need to have signed prior to being shown a house due to the new National Association of Realtors law that has been put into place. We have to have a signed buyer's agency agreement before showing you a property. Me personally, again, I do not force my clients to work with me, so I will issue them a 3-day period and show them homes within that period. If they decide to work with me moving forward, we will extend the agreement. If not, then if you don't want to sign it, then we're just not going to be working together. That's really plain and simple. Okay, so you found the agent, you got your pre-approval, and now you get to go home shopping, which is the most exciting part of the process. I always tell my clients to have a list of non-negotiables, maybe 3 to 5 non-negotiables. And 5 is even pushing it because you want to give yourself a little bit more room, especially in a low inventory market, to find something that you can work with. If you have a family and schools is your priority, you're going to be making sure that home is in a school district that you like and you can do your research prior. Property has to have a yard because you have dogs. That is a non-negotiable. If you have an your elderly parents living with you and having a bedroom on the first floor is a non-negotiable, add that to your list. So you don't want to make a giant list of non-negotiables, but you want to have a few that you can work off of. Once you find a home that you like and you want to put an offer on the property, you're going to let your agent know that you want to put an offer on the property, and make sure they give you the comparables so you guys are putting in a solid offer. And in a market that has low inventories and it's also a seller's market, you're going to want to put in a strong offer, just depending on how quickly those homes are selling and the demand. And your agent will be able to tell you that. So you put an offer in on your home and it got accepted. Congrats. The next step would be to schedule a home inspection. So home inspection is so important, and there's so many people that opt out of having a home inspection, and I never recommend to opt out of a home inspection. Even if you really want the property, I recommend, even if you waive the inspection, still get one done, just in case there are massive issues to be addressed. Piping is also so important to know what type of piping, plumbing that you have in the home, because there was a point in time when homes were being built, a lot of them were being built with polybutane piping, which causes major damage because it's not good piping. So to avoid tens of thousands of dollars in pipe replacements, make sure you know what type of piping you have in the property. You also want to make sure you are getting a termite and pest inspection. That's another thing. I had someone online tell me that they had no idea they had to get a termite and pest inspection. Their agent didn't tell them, and guess what? They had termites. And that's another cost that you don't want to have to, take on if it could be avoided to get these things done before you decide to move forward with that home. So if you decide that you want to request things from the seller, have your agent go ahead and draft up an addendum for these things to be repaired, replaced, come up with an agreement. This is where the negotiations come in, and having a good agent and a knowledgeable agent really makes a difference. So you got past the point where your offer was accepted, you went through inspections, you guys are moving forward, and now we are getting to closing. So for closing, you do not need to spend anything on your credit cards. So if you decide, hey, I'm closing next week, I want to purchase furniture, but I want to put it on a credit, I want to open up a new credit line, don't do it. It could actually ruin the entire deal, and you will probably not be able to close if at underwriting your debt to income is changed and now you won't get approved for the loan. Before you close, you just want to make sure you are aware of what utilities need to be changed over. Your agent should be giving you all that information, and you will receive the keys to your property on closing day. If you are looking to buy or sell in Pennsylvania, specifically the Lehigh Valley area, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below, and you guys, see you on the next video.